Hey guys, I thought today we'd have a little look at Vertex Painting. It's pretty easy to do and the effects are really cool. So I've made this, I guess it's a river, the banks of a river, that sort of thing. It's just for example, so it's not very pretty, it's not very exciting. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because what we're going to do, we're going to make it look a bit more interesting than what it is. So we're going to split the screen, and we're going to make this into a shader editor. So we will come down here to shader editor, just get rid of that. So we're going to create a new material for this, just the usual way. Okay, we'll call this, I don't know, landscape. Doesn't really matter what you call it, but it's going to be landscape. Okay, so we've done that. So we've got this little fellow here. This is pretty much for beginners, so I'll take my time with it. So we'll add a texture, which I believe my textures are mostly from Polyhaven, which is there. I'll put a link in the description. So we'll start with a texture, image texture. As I say, I'm not rushing this, because it's quite fun anyway. So I'll find my texture, which I keep in a little folder called, believe it or not, textures, and we are in nature. I'm looking for nature. My brain's not working. There it is. And I have one called mud. So we'll just stick that on there, if we can. Let's go to render view and we get a better idea of what it looks like. So we've got that. I'm not going to mess with the UVs or anything, it really doesn't matter for this example. So that is what it is at the moment. Okay, so let's do a roughness map. So if we Shift D, that'll take us back to the same folder. Shift D, we want the roughness, and we'll stick that in, believe it or not, roughness, make that non-color, and then we'll do Shift D again, stick that over there, and this will be our normal map. We need a little normal map vector, so vector normal map, plonk that there, color to color, normal to normal. Right, I'm going to give this some displacement, because my sculpting's crap. If we add the displacement, it will make it look a bit more natural, hopefully. So if we go to the modifiers, add modifier, add a displacement, and it's gone a bit mad because it doesn't know what it doesn't have a displacement map, so it just goes a bit crazy. So we'll do new, and then if we hit this little fellow over here, that brings us down to this tab. It's just a shortcut to this tab basically. Go to open, and then where my textures are, in my texture folder, go to nature again, la-di-da, go to mud and displacement. I'm going to open that, and it's gone completely bonkers because it's too strong. So if we go back to the modifiers and our displacement modifier, we can lower this down, normally 0.2, see what that looks like. It's okay, it's probably still far too strong, I think, so we'll do 0.1. It's better. Again, it's probably a bit strong, so we will knock it down to 0.05, and yeah, that's fine. Anyways, basically this is all about the Vertex Painting, so I'm not really too concerned about what this looks like, just as long as we can paint on it. So we've got this. So what we need to do now, we need a second texture. So let's just click on him and drag him away. What we're going to do, we're going to duplicate the principal BSDF. So if we do a Shift D and move him down here, if my mouse will let me, there we go. and we need a second set of textures, a different texture. So we're going to go to Shift A, texture, image texture, and if I go back to my texture folder again, go back to nature. Obviously you can use whatever textures you want, but this looked quite effective when I tried it earlier. We'll stick that in there, and obviously at the moment nothing's going to happen. I'm just building the texture group, so we'll do Shift D on that. We'll do the roughness, which is U. Stick that into roughness. Stick that as non-color. Oh, and I didn't put you as non-color. So your normal map's non-color. The only ones that are sRGB are the diffuse maps. So let's do a Shift D on that for our normal, and we'll take the normal from there, open image, and then we need a normal map. Shift A, vector, normal map, color to color, normal to normal. And obviously this hasn't done anything yet because we haven't connected. What we need to do, we need a mix shader. So we'll do Shift A, and I believe it is in shaders, which would be the most obvious thing. Mix shader. We'll plonk that there, so it's connected. Click that to the other one. Okay, all's good. Right, we need, and I can never remember what it's called, input a Vertex Colour. So it's in input, Vertex Colour. You can always do Shift A and then type in what you're looking for. Vertex, just type Vertex Colour in there and it'll come up. Anyway, so we've got that. Right, we need a vertex group. So we're going to come to this little triangle here, go to Vertex Colours. So it's not a vertex group, it's a Vertex Colour. Add, and we can change the name of that if we want. So just put landscape, just so you know what it is you're working on. Okay, so we've got that. If we go in here, we can select landscape, and we'll put the colour from that into the factor of the mix shader. Okay, so nothing's, well, it's mixed, it has mixed them, but we want some control over that mix. So if we go to let's have a look, object mode, if we go to Vertex Paint, and this is actually easier if you do it in whatever this is called, Viewport Shading. Now we can we've got white. If we change that to black, we can highlight some areas. So let's just have a look what we get. So if we do that and then go to the rendered viewport shading, the rendered view, you can see that I've put mud, or I'm putting mud where the bottom of the river would be. Now it's very slow in the render view, so if you use this, you can see the black and the white. So basically the black bits are going to be the riverbed, and that's the mud. And the white bits will be the grass path material. So if we go to rendered view again, we can see, hopefully, although my computer's lagging a bit, let's come out of that object mode. We can see that we have mud on the base of the river, and we have the path material at the side of the river. If we don't like it, if we've made a mistake, go back to Vertex Paint. If we change that colour to white, then that will place the path material. So if we wanted to go run through the middle, for example, we can do it like that. So it's really versatile, and you can just pick an area and just plonk a bit of path material on there. Like I say, it's a bit slow in rendered view, but it works really well in that view. So if we go back to where we were, make those bits black for the riverbed, and the white bits are the path material, and that is that. Go back to rendered view. So it's actually great fun, and it's a very simple node setup. Just obviously be aware that in rendered view it's very slow, but you can obviously do it in the shaded view, or solid view even. Oh, I need to learn what's what in here. So it's Vertex Paint, and there you go. There you have it. So it's, like I say, it's a simple node setup. You don't have to do the displacement. I just did it to hide the fact that my sculpting's a bit crap. Anyway, I hope that helps you. Enjoy yourselves. Speak to you later. Bye bye.